Life is filled with challenges, and at times it may seem like everything is spinning out of control. But what if I told you that there's a way to stay calm, strong, and steady, no matter what life throws your way? That's the power of Stoicism. For centuries, ancient Stoics such as Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus perfected the art of inner peace, and their wisdom is just as valuable today as it was back then. In a world that constantly pushes you to your limits, Stoicism offers the tools to rise above the chaos and live a life filled with purpose and resilience. Whether it's handling stress, navigating relationships, or discovering your path, the Stoic mindset can change how you approach everything. So, if you've ever felt overwhelmed or stuck, now is the time to take control. Today, I'll be sharing practical Stoic strategies to help you improve your life, step by step. Before we begin, if you're enjoying what we're doing here, I kindly ask you to subscribe and don't skip any part of the video, as each strategy builds on the one before. Let's get started. Lesson 1. Keep a smile on your face. I understand some days are tough and the last thing you feel like doing is smiling. But here's something you might not realize. Your smile is more powerful than you think. It's not just about looking friendly. Smiling can directly impact your mood and brain chemistry. When you smile, even when you're not feeling happy, your brain releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, giving you a little mood boost. And here's the best part. It works even if you have to fake it at first. Now, I'm not saying you should walk around grinning like everything's perfect when it's not. Stoicism teaches that life isn't about ignoring challenges, but about controlling your response to them. Smiling during tough times doesn't mean you're pretending everything is fine. It's about choosing your attitude in the face of adversity. That little smile can help shift your mindset and keep you calm and focused when things get rough. And guess what? Smiling is contagious. When you smile at someone, they're likely to smile back, even if they don't realize it. You have the power to spread positivity, whether at work, with friends, or in stressful situations. Even over the phone, people can hear the difference when you're smiling. To make this a habit, start your day with a smile, even before getting out of bed. Smile in the mirror while you're getting ready, and find moments to smile throughout the day, even if it's just at yourself. Remember, smiling isn't about ignoring life's challenges. It's about handling them with the strength and positivity Stoicism teaches. A smile is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools you have, so use it. You might be surprised at the difference it makes. Lesson 2. Make yourself a priority. I get it. Life's busy, and you've got responsibilities, people to care for, and a growing to-do list. But here's the reality. If you don't make yourself a priority, no one else will. You've probably heard the saying, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? Well, it's true. When you always put yourself last, you'll eventually run out of energy, focus, and motivation. Prioritizing yourself isn't about being selfish. It's about ensuring you're in the best physical, mental, and emotional shape to give your best to what matters to you. Start with something small. Dedicate a few minutes every morning just to yourself. Whether it's meditating, writing down your goals, or just taking a deep breath to set an intention for the day, it's your moment. Start using self-affirmations. Yeah, it can feel strange at first to look in the mirror and say, I am worthy, or I rise above challenges. But with time, your brain starts to believe what you tell it. This isn't just a feel-good exercise. It's about rewiring your brain for long-term confidence and resilience. Another key part of making yourself a priority is setting boundaries. We all have people or situations that drain our energy. Learning to say no to what doesn't serve you frees up space for what energizes and inspires you. Remember, you're not just a supporting character in your own life. When you prioritize yourself, you create a foundation for everything else to thrive. And here's the bonus. The better you take care of yourself, the more you can give to others. So ask yourself today, how can I make my needs a priority? And what small steps can I take to avoid running on empty? Lesson 3. Enhance your appearance. Now, before you think this is about vanity, hear me out. There's more to enhancing your appearance than you might expect. It's not about conforming to beauty standards or obsessing over every detail. It's about showing up as the best version of yourself. When you feel good about how you look, it boosts your confidence. And when you're confident, you stand taller, speak more assertively, and tackle challenges with greater strength. It's not just about looking sharp, it's about feeling sharp. But here's the thing. It's not about perfection, it's about authenticity. Find a style that feels true to you, whether that's a sleek suit, a casual look, or something uniquely your own. Your style is an extension of who you are. And when your appearance aligns with how you feel inside, everything clicks. Don't forget the simple things: regular grooming, neat clothes, and standing up straight. These small details show that you respect yourself. And this isn't about spending lots of money or following trends. It's about self-respect. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, and your appearance is one of those things. When you take care of yourself on the outside, it often reflects how you're feeling on the inside. Trust me, this isn't about impressing others. It's about showing up for yourself. When you dress in a way that feels true to you, you reinforce your self-worth. So how can you enhance your appearance in a way that feels right for you? Maybe it's trying a new hairstyle or paying more attention to how you carry yourself. Whatever it is, let it reflect the confidence you're building inside. Lesson 4. Stay calm in stressful situations. We've all been there. Deadlines are piling up, your phone won't stop buzzing, and everything feels overwhelming. It's easy to let stress take over, but here's the thing. Staying calm in chaos is your superpower. Stoicism teaches that while we can't control external events, we can control how we respond. Stressful situations will always happen, but your reaction is entirely in your hands. When you remain calm, your mind stays clear and your emotions stay in check. That's when you make the best decisions. Think about it. When you're panicked, it's hard to think straight, but when you take a deep breath, slow down, and focus on what you can control, everything becomes clearer. A simple way to tap into calmness is through your breath. Next time stress creeps in, try this. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, and exhale for 4. It's amazing how such a simple technique can calm your nerves instantly. Another powerful Stoic technique is reframing. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Often the answer is no. By putting things into perspective, you reduce their power over you. Sure, it might be stressful now, but if it won't have a long-term impact, is it worth getting upset about? Stoicism also teaches us to focus on what's within our control: your thoughts, actions, and attitude. You can't control if a deadline gets moved up, but you can control how you manage your time. You can't control if someone is difficult, but you can control how you respond. By focusing on what you can influence, you conserve energy for what matters. Staying calm doesn't mean ignoring stress. It means facing it with a clear, focused mind. And trust me, people notice when you stay calm under pressure. They trust you more and look to you for guidance. So, next time stress hits, pause, breathe, and focus on what's within your control. You'll handle the situation better and feel more in control of your mind and emotions, just as the Stoics taught. Lesson 5. Set your course. In a world full of people telling you who to be, how to live, and what to do, setting your own course is an act of rebellion. It's about taking control of your life and steering it in the direction that's right for you, not where others are pushing you. But setting your course isn't just about chasing dreams or doing what feels good in the moment. It's about aligning your life with your core values. So, start by getting clear on what truly matters to you. Is it freedom, creativity, family, or growth? Whatever it is, your values act as a compass to guide your decisions, especially when things get tough. If you're unsure what your values are, think about the moments when you felt most fulfilled or proud. Those moments likely align with your core values. Once you know what drives you, staying on course becomes easier because you're not swayed by distractions or other people's expectations. Set goals that are true to you, not the ones that look good on paper or the ones others think you should have. Success is different for everyone, and Stoicism teaches us to live according to our own principles, not society's expectations. So ask yourself, what does success look like for me? And where do I want my life to be in 5 or 10 years? Setting your course often means stepping out of your comfort zone. Growth happens when you challenge yourself, and Stoicism reminds us that discomfort is where real growth happens. The obstacles you face aren't roadblocks. They're opportunities to get better, stronger, and more resilient. Remember, this is a journey, not a race. You don't need to have everything figured out right now, and your path might change as you grow and learn. Keep moving forward, stay curious, and be willing to adapt. And trust your gut. No one knows you better than you do. Your intuition often reflects your values and experiences, so listen to it. The Stoics believed that wisdom comes from within, and that's something you should carry with you as you set your course. Take control of your life, stay true to who you are, and you'll find the most fulfillment along the way. Lesson 6. Stand firm. This strategy is about staying true to who you are and what you believe in, which requires courage in today's world. Everywhere you look, people are telling you how to think, what to care about, and how to live your life. But the Stoics teach us that real strength comes from within. Standing firm means holding on to your values, even when it feels like the world is trying to pull you in different directions. The first step is to be clear about your values. What is most important to you? What are your non-negotiables? It could be honesty, loyalty, or personal growth. Anything that feels central to who you are. When you're sure of your values, making decisions becomes easier, and you can act in ways that align with them. This solid foundation helps you stay grounded no matter what happens around you. When faced with challenges or disagreements, you won't be easily shaken because you're rooted in something deeper than the moment. Standing firm doesn't mean shouting your beliefs or arguing with those who disagree. Sometimes it's as simple as living in a way that reflects your values. If honesty is important to you, show it in your actions. If kindness is one of your values, practice it, even when it's difficult. People notice when someone lives their truth, and this quiet integrity can be more impactful than any debate or speech. But standing firm can also mean standing alone, which isn't easy. We all want to be accepted, and it's tempting to go along with the crowd. However, Stoicism teaches that it's better to stay true to your values than to sacrifice your integrity for the sake of fitting in. Epictetus, a great Stoic philosopher, said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." This reminds us that growth often comes from standing out, even if it makes you unpopular. However, you don't need to fight every battle. Part of standing firm is knowing when to speak up and when to let things go. Not every situation requires you to dig in your heels. Pick your battles wisely, focusing on what truly matters. It's okay to let small things slide if they don't compromise your core values. The Stoics remind us to save our energy for what's really important. So, how do you start standing firm? First, clarify your values. Then, make small, consistent choices that reflect those values. Over time, your actions will become an unshakable reflection of who you are, and that consistency is powerful. People will respect you not only for what you believe, but for how you live out those beliefs. More importantly, you'll respect yourself. So, stand your ground, know your values, and don't be afraid to live them, even if it means standing alone sometimes. Lesson 7. Cultivate your humor. It might seem odd to talk about humor in the context of Stoicism, but having a sense of humor is an invaluable tool in life, especially during tough times. The Stoics knew this, and although they're often seen as serious, they understood the power of maintaining a light touch. Life can be heavy, but humor helps you navigate it with resilience and grace. Humor isn't about being the funniest person in the room. It's about seeing the lighter side of things, even when life feels overwhelming. One of the best ways to nurture humor is by learning to laugh at yourself. We all take ourselves too seriously sometimes, but being able to poke fun at your quirks or mistakes shows confidence. It puts others at ease and keeps you from getting weighed down by your ego. As Seneca said, "He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at." Finding humor in your imperfections makes life feel less heavy. A sense of humor also helps you keep things in perspective. When you train yourself to notice the absurdities of daily life, the small ironies and contradictions, it becomes easier to let go of what doesn't really matter. For example, getting stuck in traffic can either ruin your day or be something you laugh about. If you missed your morning coffee and feel grumpy, find humor in how ridiculous it is to let something so small affect your mood. It's all about shifting your mindset. Timing is key with humor. Not every situation calls for a joke, but knowing when to use humor can lighten the mood and ease tension. Think about how much easier difficult conversations become when there's a bit of humor involved. It doesn't erase the issue, but it makes it more manageable. Humor shows that you aren't letting challenges break you, and that flexibility is something people are drawn to. Humor isn't just helpful in social situations. It's also a powerful way to cope with personal challenges. Finding humor in tough situations can be a game changer. It shifts your focus from how hard things are to how resilient you are for finding something to laugh about. You're not ignoring the problem. You're facing it with a lighter attitude. To start cultivating humor, observe the world around you. Life is full of odd, funny moments if you're paying attention. Read widely, explore different styles of humor, and practice not taking yourself too seriously. Humor is a small but powerful tool that helps you stay resilient when life gets tough. Lesson 8. Show respect to everyone. Respect seems like common sense, but it's often forgotten in today's fast-paced world. Stoicism places great importance on treating others with dignity and respect, no matter their status, opinions, or actions. Showing respect not only lifts others but also reflects positively on you. It's about recognizing that everyone has worth, regardless of where they come from or what they believe. Being respectful doesn't mean you have to agree with everyone, or even like them. It's about acknowledging their right to their own thoughts and experiences. Some of the best connections happen when we disagree, but still listen and respect each other's perspectives. The Stoics teach that while we can't control how others act, we can control our response. Choosing to respond with respect is a reflection of your character. One of the simplest ways to show respect is by listening. In a world where everyone is talking, genuine listening is rare. When you truly listen, people feel valued, and in return, they are more likely to show you respect. It's not just about waiting for your turn to speak, but about really understanding what the other person is saying. Another part of respect is learning to disagree without being disagreeable. You won't always agree with others, and that's okay. What matters is how you handle those disagreements. You can stand by your beliefs without being rude or dismissive. Stoics believed in holding firm to their principles, but doing so calmly and reasonably. Respectful disagreement can lead to more productive conversations and less tension. Respect also appears in small gestures, being on time, acknowledging someone's effort, or saying thank you. These little actions add up and show that you value the other person's time and energy. Respect is a two-way street. When you treat others with respect, they are more likely to return it. However, respect doesn't mean being a pushover. You can be respectful while setting boundaries. Part of respecting others is also respecting yourself. Know when to stand up for yourself and set boundaries in situations that compromise your integrity. Stoicism teaches balance, and that includes balancing respect for others with self-respect. So look for ways to show respect, whether it's by listening more closely, showing up on time, or being polite in tough conversations. These acts will not only improve your relationships, but also make you a stronger, more grounded person. Lesson 9. Set clear boundaries. Setting boundaries is all about knowing your limits and communicating them to others. Without clear boundaries, it's easy to overextend yourself or try to please everyone. Stoicism teaches the importance of protecting your inner peace, and setting boundaries is one of the best ways to maintain control over your life. The first step is knowing your limits. What are you comfortable with? What are your non-negotiables? Whether it's how much time you spend on work or how you expect to be treated, boundaries help you stay aligned with your values. They create space for you to thrive rather than just survive. If you don't set boundaries, people may unintentionally push them. That's why communication is key. Be clear about what you're okay with and what you're not. Whether it's at work, in a friendship, or with family, let others know your limits. You don't need to justify your boundaries. A simple, respectful no or "this doesn't work for me" is enough. Consistency is also crucial when setting boundaries. If you don't stick to them, they lose their meaning. Constantly shifting your boundaries or letting people cross them confuses others and erodes your sense of control. By holding firm to your boundaries, people will learn to respect them. It's about being reliable and true to your values. Boundaries go both ways. Just as you want others to respect your limits, it's important to respect theirs too. Recognizing other people's boundaries builds healthier, stronger relationships. Saying no isn't selfish, it's self-care. We often feel guilty for setting boundaries, but Stoicism reminds us that we can't control how others react. If setting a boundary gives you more peace, focus, or alignment with your priorities, it's the right decision, even if others don't like it at first. In the long run, everyone benefits when you're clear about what you can and can't do. You're less likely to feel overwhelmed or resentful, and you'll be more present and effective in what you say yes to. So, set clear boundaries to protect your time, energy, and peace of mind. Identify one area of your life where you need to set stronger parameters and take action, whether it's not checking emails after a certain time or setting. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of self-awareness and growth at the Wisdom Hub. Don't forget to watch our next video, appearing right on your screen, to continue enriching your life with Stoic wisdom. Thank you for being part of our community. Until next time, stay wise and stay serene.